We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here, Echo Zero. Today I want to talk to you about the 2021 British zombie movie, Dead Again, directed by Stephen M. Smith, starring Elliot Cable as PC Brody, Tony Fedel has PC Cooper, Mark Ringett has Bob. Bob. Such a cool name. Soronia Angel has Katie. Now, the story goes that a PC Brody is getting ready to retire. I mean, the town he lives in, the village he's been the PC for, I guess PC, by the way, stands for Police Constable. Okay, different country, different terms. But anyways, the town's kind of, dead. Nothing happens in the town. Kind of boring.
Well, I'll tell you something you ain't prepared you for.
What's that?
Boredom. Sheer boredom. Nothing happens round here. It's like a morgue in a recession.
And he sent this guy who's, fresh out of the academy or whatever it is they call it over there, PC Cooper. Now, nothing's happened in this town for 17. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Nothing's happened in this village for 17 years. And according to Brody, the last thing that happened was that 17 years ago, there was an incident in which people said aliens showed up, stole some shit. It's more like, hey, you had a bunch of people in a village that's apparently boring as fuck. People probably got drunk and they saw some lights and said, aliens, aliens. Oh, sorry, bloody aliens, it's bloody aliens. And there's my piss poor, pathetic British accent. Anyways, Brody's basically showing Cooper the ropes, people start dying and coming back as zombies because the aliens are back.
What is that?
I have no idea.
So apparently there wasn't a case of a bunch of drunk, bored assholes seeing lights. They apparently were actually aliens. Well, as these zombies, start attacking, Brody and Cooper have to take cover with some of the citizens of this village again. Gotta try to not say town, say village instead. Among them is Bob, who's like the older man who's kind of a gun-toting type guy. And they find themselves, trying to, stay alive as they fight these zombies and aliens. You even see news reports of aliens when you see a big ship floating over the an island or something. Now, this review might be short and seem kind of bland. In all fairness, that is because I had trouble getting into this movie. This is one of the ones when I was at Wal-Mart. I saw it there. It was like either because they have some of these movies that are like $9.99 or $9.99 or $14.99. Those cheap little straight to video type movies. Although this movie, who knows, maybe overseas this was in the movie theaters. Who knows? But I usually pick some of them up, and this was one I decided to pick up because the cover, well, it shows the Brody and Cooper and a bunch of zombies trying to get to them. And the tagline is, the first day is going to be a living hell. Although I believe IMDb has a different image. It's the same image, but it just says, lockdown won't save you. This movie was kind of, it's hard for me to get into. I ended up having to watch it like 2 times, and even then it was like it's kind of. I mean, maybe it's somebody's cup of tea, and no, I'm not saying that because it's the British. Although, I do like tea. I really love tea. But anyways, it just really, I couldn't get into it. It wasn't really capturing my attention. The other movie I got was called The Unthinkable, which I've yet to watch at the time of this recording. Now, I kept thinking when I was watching, it was able to get my attention. I kept thinking of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz.
Starsky.
Yeah?
You fell for the oldest trick in the book, the old fake name joke. It's not Starsky, it's Sean.
And an Australian horror movie, an Australian zombie movie called Undead. And you can probably even put an American movie in there called 1980s movie, sci-fi horror movie, I guess it was called sci-fi zombie horror movie, Night of the Creeps. Now what I mean is that you have these two guys, and one of them, Brody, is kind of, well, seems kind of stupid. They're throwing these quotes around from like Jaws, I think Dirty Harry. There's some other stuff. They throw these quotes around from other movies. I guess being in a village, that nothing happens and makes you throw around movie quotes. I don't know. There's something about Sigourney Weaver in there too. A quote. And if you watch Shaun of the Dead, you have the two kind of doofus people, friends. Sean and can't remember what his Shaun of the Dead is a good movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I can't remember his friend's name. But the kind of moronic kind of type thing, and they also find themselves dealing with zombies. And Shaun of the Dead also has, not Shaun of the Dead, but Hot Fuzz has a serious type police officer played by Simon Pegg showing up to a town, and the people there kind of being, a little bit ridiculous and like trouble starting. Trouble starts because of the guy played by Simon Pegg is kind of a by the book serious, kind of I guess almost like a Dirty Harry type character and a comical tone. So they're kind of almost like in that sense it's Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz mixed together. Where Undead, which is a Australian horror movie, zombie movie, which is actually pretty much, I actually take it back. Undead, much like Shaun of the Dead, is actually a movie worth checking out. And it does have aliens and does have zombies. And that is also something that Night of the Creeps has in. So it's like they're borrowing these different elements. It's just, it feels like something's missing that makes it hard to grab on to, at least grab my attention. I wouldn't really suggest watching the movie. Well, not completely. I mean, hey, who knows? If you were to watch the movie, it might catch your attention. It might be something you end up really liking, or you might have the same effect that it had with me, which is just, not grabbing onto my attention. It was like the cover is what grabbed me. I'm looking at the cover right now of Unthinkable, and it shows total destruction. I really hope once I watch that movie I don't end up getting the same feeling with it. But anyways, again, I'm not going to really suggest this movie. Maybe it's something you might want to use to watch to pass the time, but again, it might basically kind of be blah to you like it was blah for me. And I was looking at the back, and I see Greenway Entertainment, some of the people who distributed this, were behind the production of this, and I see Greenway Entertainment. That is a name I've heard before. I just at the top of my head, I can't remember where. It also is Relic Films. Relic. R-E-L-L-I-K. Killer spelled backwards. There was a point in my early mid-teens I would have thought that was cool. In my late teens, early 20s, I would have chuckled about it. Now I just roll my eyes when someone takes the word killer and spells it backwards. Even when Impact Wrestling, when they were doing the TNA days, they had a guy called Relic, which was killer spelled backwards. I was at that time rolling my eyes. Anyways, I gotta go work on some more videos. But please go ahead and leave your comments on if you've seen this movie. I would like to hear your feedback. If you know of any other interesting movies that you can find at Walmart that I haven't caught my eyes yet. If you know about them, go ahead and share them. Because when you're at Walmart, sometimes you can find some gems, and sometimes you might not. Don't ask me to remember any gems because I'm kind of brain dead a little bit these days. I think I've seen one too many bad movies, and it's taking a toll on my brain. But anyways, I am Echo Zero, and I will see you on the flip side.
Did you lose it?
No.
What did it look like then?